Welcome back. We're working on Project 4G VFX Dust and Gun done. We've done a couple of the other shots, but if you want to follow along, you can just pick up right here if you want to. It's time to get disappeary. Oh, baby. That means we're going to actually have this disappear effect be super cool instead of just him disappearing. We're going to start with this shot. And I think what we'll do, since we have this kind of composite shot here, is we're just going to cut this like right here after our other effect. So we have our light effect, and so we'll cut this maybe like here at 252.02. Right, Control / on the keyboard to cut that. And what we're going to do is use all of these three clips right here and make those into a compound clip. The first thing that we're going to do though is right click and say remove attributes, remove color correction, and hit apply. So that's going to get rid of our color correction. We're just going to have these log looking clips. Now with them all selected, right click and say new compound clip. And we'll call this disappear 1. Then let's switch back over to color. Middle button mouse click on any other shot to bring our color, our temporary color correction there. And if we did this right, we should play this back and it should be just fine. Cool. So this is the little clip that we're going to take into Fusion. We're just grabbing the little part that we need so that we don't have to render more than we need to. Let's take this and click on Fusion. Great. The other thing that's nice about making a compound clip is that the frames start at 0 instead of like 2000 or whatever. So that's just nice, a little bit easier to deal with. So this is a 105 frame shot. Okay, so now we have him disappearing like right after. And I think actually what we want to do is have him disappear a little bit later. Even though this is where we want the effect to happen, we're going to probably have it sort of fade out a little more to like, I don't know, 18 frames or so. So let's go back to our edit and we'll right click this and say open in timeline. And now we can adjust this edit point here. Let's grab this clip here. This is still using a Fusion comp. So let's right click and say reset Fusion composition. And then we don't like bring this into Fusion twice. It's just the regular footage. And I think we'll bring this back, like I said, to like a few frames here, maybe 13 frames. So we have, boom. We have that still there for a little bit before he actually disappears in our original footage here. So we're gonna go back to timeline 1, make sure we're over our disappear 1 and switch back to Fusion. So now we have that same thing. Everything's working except for he disappears at frame 11. Okay. Let's go back, make sure everything works here still. Yep, great. The basic idea for this is that we want to have him kind of glow blue and kind of have this sort of sci-fi warp disappearing effect rather than him just kind of popping out. We're going to do some fancy things. This is like the big time Fusion stuff that we're going to be doing in this project. We're going to put all the skills that we've learned so far together in these next two shots.